Hi friends, today I am working on the day 11, April 11th of the Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And this is the sketch that I am using today. I will try to put it right about here when it is time to do my voiceover bits. So it's pretty much showing a plain background with some strips. So that should be easy enough, and lots of splatty bits down here and a photo on an angle. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. The papers I am using are a kit I had pulled for my paper pad series, and this is kit number 6. So these 3 pieces right here, I believe, are all Dear Lizzie. And then I have all kinds of bits and pieces over here that came out of my color drawer and from die cuts and all that kind of stuff, including this piece I have in lieu of a flat alpha. I guess I have no idea how I found that. So hopefully I can get a title out of that. I have these cute little, I don't know, they're kind of like blush and aqua geotags and all that kind of stuff as a light soft touch. And then finally, the photo I'm going to use is this photo of my daughter right here. She is in Golden, Colorado, and she's hanging out with a buffalo. So that's my photo. These are my papers, and I'll take you along with me for the voiceover part. Here we go. All right, so let's get started with this layout. Now, you see there on the sketch, it has all of these strips of pattern paper, and I will try my best to make it look like the sketch. Now, I have this really busy background with all of this kind of travel stuff that you see. There's houses and cars on the go. And it did occur to me that it looks like, or like my photo is travel related. So I thought that would really work for this. So far, all I've really done is do a nice block of that striped paper. And then there's that kind of iridescent coral paper. And I have the coral paper going a little bit smaller than the striped paper. And then I was thinking that there's so many patterns going on, it would really look a lot better if I went ahead and inked the edges a little bit. And you know when you cut into colored papers and you see that white core thing, it's a little disruptive for me. I mean, sometimes I can let it go and sometimes I can't. But this time I really did want to get kind of a separation between the layers. I have attached both of those pieces of paper down, and I have my photo in approximately the place I'm going to want it. So I started to look at these Bella Boulevard words, and I want to see what's going to work for me. Now, some of them are pretty darn big, so I was trying to get kind of a size placement of them. All right, I have a few of my pieces I started putting down in a place what I call auditioning, which means it doesn't mean it's going to stay there, but I like the vibe of it. And I'm starting right here with putting down the washi tape that I included with this page kit. And now one of the things I did make sure to do is I put what I called my random washies into each kit. And there's at least 2 in each kit. And what I did, the reason I did that is, okay, we all have the rolls of washi. Then I have all these random sheets of washi and cut out strips from other kits and all that. And I wanted to try to get a little bit of traction with all those extra little bits and pieces. So that's what you see in these kits. Now this is where I'm going to start working and really trying to audition the rest of the pieces and get some of these goodies on the layout. Now I really did like all these lemon pieces, and let me explain why. The daughter that's in the photo, yep, I just had the sketch go away because I've pretty much done what I'm going to do with the sketch. The daughter that's in the photo is she drinks lemon water constantly, so I'm like, you know what, slight stretch, but chances are she was sucking some down during this photo, and that works for me. And yeah, she is also rather golden looking. She has her blonde hair and all that kind of stuff, and usually has a nice little tan. She holds color for months. It's great. So that is where we've gone with this so far, and now I want to ink up a few more little places. So I did ink up my photo mat and put my photo on a little bit of an angle, just like we saw in the sketch. And that little tiny cute basket of lemons that's to the bottom right of the photo, I popped that up on a little fun foam to give me some dimension. This label piece you see me putting in right there, that was just in my kit, and never hurts to have a little bit of clean white space with this busy of a background. And I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't ink up those other pieces. So they're already attached down, the ones that are on the layout to the right of my photo. So I just went ahead and smoochied them up just a little bit. So what else to tell you? Oh, that little piece, that Simple and Sweet right there, that was from a pattern paper from Pink Fresh. And it was the one that had those kind of pieces all over it. And when I got this sheet, the first time I got it, I cut the whole thing down. There was tickets and all kinds of things. And I've been using them as embellishments on layouts ever since. And I seriously still have some. There had to have been, let's say, 5 to 10 in each row and then like 10 rows. So plenty of extra little bits to use. So I am tucking in some of those little floral pieces from Pink Fresh. And now I have to decide where I like the title. I mean, a lot of my title could work where you see it sitting because it has a bit of a shelf. I'm popping out those little pieces that are kind of stuck inside some of the letters. And I did go ahead and ink up a little bit just so it's not super stark white around there. It's not having a huge difference, but it does help a bit. I did have to use some liquid adhesive to keep it down. They weren't super sticky as it was, but it was also on that holographic paper, so it made it that much less sticky, so that works. So I'm using a couple cute little, I think those are Dear Lizzie little puffy stickers to pop on there, and now I'm grabbing some of the Vicky Bouton collection that I included in this kit. So there are a lot of different lines being used between Pink Fresh and Dear Lizzie and Schmel, but I think they work just fine. Now I'm just working on getting some of those leftover bits and pieces on this layout anywhere that they're going to make sense. I'm not going to put them on just to put them on because I still have a certain kind of design that I like to follow, but I will use what I can. And there might be, you see I'm putting some little tucking in and all that kind of stuff. I like all that. I like layering and having really full embellishment clusters when I can. I'm adding a couple little bits from this Life Organized set by Paper House Productions. It's one of those kind of like mixed embellishment set of puffy stickers with all kinds of different icons. So I've been able to grab one or two off now and again, and that's just in my extra supplies bin that I have from previous layouts. I keep bringing them forward and seeing what I can use. Now these are some acrylic white hearts. I got them from a Gen Scout class, and I'm determined to use them up. They're a really nice textural difference in that they are like a shiny white, and they definitely have some nice dimension to them. So they work anytime you can add an all white thing to a white core background. It's, you can kind of nestle them in. Now I'm trying to work in a couple of these tiny word stickers. These are on yellow vellum. And I mean, I think they're from Scrap-a-thon from maybe 5 years ago, and I am working my way through them. I would love to use them up if I could. It's yet another supply that I'm like, okay, enough already. All right, I've popped those little word stickers on a few places, and now I'm seeing if I need anything else to complete this. So, wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, just go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you want to be notified when my videos go up, go ahead and hit the little notification button and bell button, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, they'll send you a little message to let you know that there's something new. So there is a little bit more of a close-up of this layout. I hope you like what I came up with, and I will be back ever so soon. Bye-bye, friends.